Welcome to the Brand Intelligence Podcast, the show where we celebrate the people and ideas powering the world's strongest brands. If you listen to the show, you know we love kicking things off with a simple but revealing question. If you're walking out on stage to give a keynote, what would your walkout song be? It's become a fan favorite and honestly, one of ours too, because it tells you something about each guest long before we talk strategy. So today, we're rounding them all up. From iconic anthems to unexpected deep cuts, you'll hear the songs that get our guests fired up, centered, inspired, or just smiling before they step into the spotlight. Think of it as the unofficial soundtrack of the Brand Intelligence Podcast. Let's hit play.
This is such a fun question. And I think if I was about to walk out on stage, I'd probably be really nervous, to be honest. So I'd want a song that pumps me up and gives me a confidence boost. So I would go with Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys, because you can't help but feel good when you listen to that song.
Look, this year I think my theme song would be I'm Still Standing by Elton John. This year's been tumultuous. Started the year off with surgery. My 90-year-old mother came to live with us, so hubby and our little Frenchie Lola. Grandbaby also born this year, and we had a significant death. So look, life throws you miracles. It's the circle of life, happiness, joy and pain and grief. But I'm still here standing and really savoring the beauty in life. So it is precious.
Yeah, definitely. My music tastes go in segments of time. And so right now, my answer would probably be something with Jay-Z. That's like what I've been listening to, but I've chosen to not do that. And I just heard the song recently. It's called Hope by NF. It's great. It's great lyrics about pursuing your dreams. So that would be mine right now.
I'd have to say 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. It's on my Pump It Up playlist. So
It's actually interesting. My design team actually gave me a theme song 2 weeks ago because my name is John. Whenever I walk out my office, they want to play the John Cena song. It's the John Cena Entering the Ring song. It's called It's Our Time. I don't know who sings this. It's just the theme song with the really hype music.
I can't go past a song called Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. And the reason being, it just brings a smile to my face every time I hear it. It reminds me of the most important thing in life, which is that of a successful relationship. In this instance, now, while this song is about a romantic couple in particular, solid relationships and how they make you feel relate to work lives as well. So when you get to build enduring relationships with work colleagues, it makes careers much more fulfilling.
As cheesy as it sounds, I absolutely would love the Star Wars theme. Being a graphic designer, and I originally was interested in CGI and animation. That was kind of like my foundation. And the root cause is Star Wars. Absolutely loved the movie when I watched it first time as a child, and music just stayed with me, and that was probably my first exposure to this entire new world of cinema, which stayed with me, and yeah, absolutely love the theme ever since.
You really threw me with this question when you kind of give me some prep, and the only thing I could come back to is a favorite song of mine. There's a song by Coldplay called Lovers in Japan, and unbeknownst to everybody here on this podcast, I actually have my first career was as a professional opera singer, and I was in music. So there are certain things in certain songs that really speak to me. And there's a piano sound at the beginning of this. It's made with what's a version of a tack piano. So basically they put metal bits tacks in a piano to give it a very different tinny sound. And there's just something so positive sounding about the piano part of Lovers in Japan. And then the lyrics go on to basically talk about, we're going to keep on moving, keep on doing what we're doing because it's all going to work out. So I think in healthcare, especially in today's day and age, that's an important message too. So I love Coldplay's Lovers in Japan.
Oh, wow. Thank you, William. So since I would probably be a little nervous with any keynote speech, I much prefer to be one-on-one with folks. I would have to go with Mother by Danzig, because you can't be nervous when Glenn Danzig is reminding you to be metal.
I'm a musician, so like 10 songs jumped in my head immediately, but I'm going to pick the most embarrassing one. My daughter, who's in college, but when she was younger, like jam song or whatever was Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. So I'm going to can't help but put a smile on your face when you want it.
Okay, so I love those two. They were wonderful. I'm going to balance it out with Change by Mavis Staples because I would dance out to that one. And she is covering some amazingly serious issues that are still going on in the world today. But healthcare continues to experience this rapid change. And, maintaining access to our services gets harder every day. So I think it just feels right.
Is it okay if it's an Indian song? Okay, great. Okay. There's this song called Pala Palakra Agilani, and it's a very unstoppable energy song, like a fast, bold, and motivating. I feel the rhythm like imitates essence of design, always moving, always evolving, and always like pushing ahead. So yeah, I would choose that.
So I love this question. And honestly, you stumped me with this, but I gave it some thought. And I want to go with Public Service Announcement by Jay-Z. It's really about bold storytelling, which he does very well, cultural impact in some of the lyrics there, and really owning the narrative. And I feel like with the rebrand, the line "allow me to reintroduce myself" really, really nails it. And is kind of the perfect way to set the stage for how we were thinking about rebranding this company.
So last year it was I'm Still Standing, but this year it would have to be Changed by Tears for Fears. The last 12 months have been defined by change at every level. I've also had a second granddaughter born, so little Sienna was born, which is great. But in the political front here in Australia, we've had a lot of changes to what we're going to talk about today, which is the Home Guarantee Scheme. And that has actually impacted LMI and how we've also had to pivot and change around our campaign.
This is a really hard one, right? It's a classic question and such a subjective one. Music's so personal. But then if we think about the topic that we're talking about today, which is health, health is so personal as well, right? So what makes one person feel great might be completely different for another. So I was thinking about this one, and I'd probably say, not just because they're one of my favorite bands, but A Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay. A song about light, optimism, finding joy. And for me, that really captured what Priceline Pharmacy is trying to do, helping customers feel great, see the light in themselves. The world can be pretty dark, so hopefully Priceline Pharmacy is the solve to some of those problems. An interesting fact, I actually saw this band for my birthday on the day Priceline Pharmacy rebrand went to market in Melbourne. So it was really nice. I had a big double birthday with the Priceline Pharmacy rebrand and Coldplay live in concert.
Okay, so this is probably the hardest question I think you're going to ask me today, narrowing it down to just one song. I've chosen another Australian icon, Jimmy Barnes, and his track Working Class Man. And the reason for that is not only does it have a great piano riff, and it's one of those songs that it doesn't matter if you're in the supermarket or the pub, if it comes on, you're singing along, but it's also really great sort of representation of DMHBA and our origin story. The roots of DMHBA are in a very working class setting. So back in 1934, a group of cement workers got together and they pooled their funds to essentially look after each other if they got sick or injured.
Thanks for watching this special episode of the Brand Intelligence Podcast. If you enjoyed the conversation, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes featuring brand, marketing, and creative leaders from around the world. If you want to learn more about how teams like the one you heard today manage brand, content, and marketing compliance at scale, head over to intelligencebank.com. You'll find customer stories, platform insights, and resources designed to help the modern marketing team move faster and stay aligned. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Brand Intelligence Podcast.